Dear friends across the nation, shalom and happy new month from Melbourne, Australia. I decree and declare that the God who opens doors that no man can shut will open those doors for you according to Revelation chapter 3 verse 7 and 8. I decree the breaking open of bronze doors and the cutting through of iron bars according to Isaiah 45 verse 2. I decree that hidden riches will come your way according to Isaiah 45:3. I decree divine connections and divine clarity will be your portion in line with Proverbs chapter 3 verse 6. I declare Psalms 2:8 that the nations and the ends of the earth are your inheritance. I decree a supernatural shift upon the way Kenya is governed. Let reason and righteousness arise. Over these past weeks, I have shared messages to Kenya during this critical hour of Gen Z's protests and national soul searching. Some said, I quote, "I pray your words reach the head of state," end of quote. Others said, I quote, "These messages must reach a wider audience," end of quote. Some urged you should play a deeper, more active role in national healing, end of quote. And yes, some asked, I quote, "How can we relocate to Australia?" End of quote. And others discerned, I quote, "We sense the fathering and apostolic grace upon you, a mantle to guide, to align and build." End of quote. And let me share this testimony that touched my heart. One of the people that I gifted the book, The Inner Circle, contacted me to testify of how God had come through for them in an incredible way. A head of state from another nation intervened to clear university bills for their child. This is what divine connections can look like. This is what happens when God orders our steps and aligns us with his purpose. I quote, "I will give you shepherds after my own heart who will lead you with knowledge and understanding." End of quote. Jeremiah chapter 3:15. During the COVID lockdown, before Kenya's 2022 general election, I wrote the book, The Eighth Candidate Missing in the Ballot Box. I see now in 2025 that God was speaking prophetically to our nation through that work. That book reminds us that sometimes the leader a nation truly needs is not on the ballot at all, at least not at the first. It challenges us. Look beyond those who loudly present themselves. Seek leaders after God's own heart, even if they have not yet declared. Pray for and raise up men and women of courage, justice, and conviction. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. 1 Samuel 16:7. In 2027, let us not anoint with our eyes, let us anoint with the discernment of God. Let us seek the eighth candidate, the one chosen for Kenya's healing, destiny, and rebirth. This July, may we knock on the doors of heaven and earth through prayer and strategic faith steps until the golden scepter is extended to us as it was to Esther, giving access to resources and authority to shift desperate situations. In this month of July, may we listen beyond the noise for the still small voice of God in our national conversation. For Kenya, I decree that the principalities of corruption and bloodshed will come tumbling down like Haman's gallows. I decree and declare that the movement of Gen Zs and others calling for change will not be silenced. I decree that the government will come to its senses and will respond to the plight of its citizens. To those in Australia and for the government of Australia, we declare that Australia will walk in her prophetic destiny as a nation of refuge, fairness, and revival. We declare that Australia will increase its foreign aid, rising from position 28 out of 30 among developed nations to among those nations that will lead in giving foreign aid. For the other nations, we declare that this is a time of divine alignment. May this month be one where you align to your destiny. May you and your family and friends experience divine clarity in every decision. May divine connections place you where you can do the most good. May the fathering and apostolic grace that rests on me pour upon you, that you too will guide, align, build, and heal wherever God has placed you. If the messages I've been sharing regarding our nation have blessed you, please forward them to your friends, networks, and leaders. You can also obtain copies of the 8 candidates missing in the ballot box in Kenya for a price of 1,000 shillings per copy. Let us be the generation that stops the bleeding, that begins the healing. Happy new month of July. God bless you and shalom. Bye.